Hi, I'm Lucas Ross, and you're watching KJI, the only channel you need. What's that? Oh, also watch Channel 4. Linda Kavanaugh beat me up.
Bottom line, keep in mind, he's getting paid for this job that he does every day.
I think you meant to be here. I was
Yeah?
like, awesome.
No, you're not getting paid to be here, dude. Hey, here's your paycheck.
See, I'm out. Oh, okay.
All right, yeah, okay. So, again,
I'm busted on camera.
soak it all up. Hopefully we'll have time for questions, but if not, stick around after the session, take some pictures. Welcome, Lucas Ross.
This totally makes up for the time in high school when the guy knocked my books out of my hand every day. He was the principal. Hey, bullies can be teachers too. I'm just kidding. Hey, I hope you guys are having fun. My name is Lucas. I didn't take my ADD medicine, so we're going to have a lot of fun today. I went to Minko High School. Yeah, anybody heard of it?
Yes, I have friends at Minko.
You have friends at Minko?
Yes,
Like,
Overtons.
oh, the Overtons?
Yeah.
Michelle, Gentry, Jensen.
Yes,
Yep.
James.
No, we're just going to talk for the rest of the hour. Wonderful, wonderful people. Great little town, small school. No drama, no art, no all of that stuff I wanted to do. They had football, and they had basketball, and they had baseball, and they had softball, and they had band. That was it. So I tried to play football in 7th grade, but my number was 82, which was twice as much as I weighed at the time. And I was so small, my shirt, my jersey, that's how much I know about football. My shirt said 82, but I had to tuck it in, and it looked like I had the word no written on my chest, because you could only see half of the numbers. Which is what I should have said when they asked me if I wanted to play. It was no. But I digress. I did play. In the last game of the year, we lost them all. We were in 7th grade. We weren't any good. We didn't know what we were doing. And I totally didn't know what I was doing because I was just playing a whole other game that whole year. It was hide and seek with the coach. The coach was looking that way. I was over here. If he looked over this way, I just move over this way. So he could never see me. At the very end, I messed up. He saw me. He put me in the last segment of the game. What's that called in football? Last segment of the game. I'm right? Okay. The last segment of the game was
Quarter?
the last section.
Quarter.
It was the last segment of the section of the game, and we were supposed to make a basket, and so he pushed me out of the field, and he's like, no, Ross, 82, get out there, and go, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So I went out there, and I was like, well, it's the end of the game, there's no way that I'm probably not going to get the ball, it'll be fine. Well, they kicked the ball, and I was just praying, please don't let it come to me. And it did. It went the other direction. I was like, thank you. All I have to do is pretend run and act like I know what I'm doing. But then, did you know in Oklahoma sometimes the wind blows? And it blew that ball right here is this little gift and landed right in the direction I was already fake running to. And I started to slow fake run, and I'm like, somebody else will get it. Somebody else will get it. I look over and I see Junior Valdez. Now, Junior Valdez was shorter than me, but he had muscles and he had a mustache. 7th grader with a mustache. He was cool. I was like, you got this. He's cool. So I'm running, and then I look over and he's fake running too. He's just as scared as I am. I'm like, Junior, you've got a mustache. He's like, you get it. You get the ball. He has sore throat. So I did. I picked up the ball, and I remember the only thing I learned from the one day I went to practice, because all the other days I was conveniently sick, laying on the cot for the last 30 minutes of school. And I picked up the ball and just downed it. Because the other guys were running towards me, and they were like 8th graders on steroids. They were huge. They were probably the kids' dads, okay? Probably from the chalk top. I'm just kidding. But they were a good team. And so I just downed it instead of running. Not very far from their end zone. I got one right, end zone. I downed it both sides, ours and the other team stood up just like, what is this guy doing? Just everybody like shouted, no! Well, I thought they were cheering for me because of my shirt. So after that, I was a mascot for 4 years, and I like that because I went from riding the bus with a bunch of hot, stinking guys with a bunch of hot, smoking girls. Not this kind of smoking. That was good. So So I was a mascot. That's how I got to perform. That's how I did my comedy. That's how I did my improv, and I did my skits. And I got to hang out with girls. It was the absolute best. And but then there was a media class my senior year. For the first time, they did a media class. Everybody had a TV in their room, and they would do the student news. And I got hand-selected with another student and another girl, and we got to make our student news. And after we made one or two, we noticed that the students weren't watching them. I'd walk through the halls and kind of look and see, and nobody cared. They were boring. Nobody wants to watch students trying to be like the news because we weren't even watching the news at our age. I mean, do you guys watch the news every single night? Sometimes? Good for you. I've just started myself, and I work at a news station. So I was like, we gotta make it funny, you know, crazy and funny and stupid and silly. And so we started making these weird videos, like where I'm like sneaking around, filming the lunch ladies when they didn't know and stuff like that. Exposés. What do the lunch ladies really do when we're not there? Just mock, pretty much. And so the teacher's like, you can't do this is stupid. You're never gonna get to work at a TV station if you do this kind of stuff. And I was like, I don't want to work at a TV station. She's like, yeah, but what if you do? I was like, but I'm not. She's like, but what if you do? But I said I won't. I'm working at News Channel 4 for 6.5 years, but I make stupid videos and I get paid. So when I see my teacher, she's like, remember how you said you were working at a TV station? And I show her my trophy and my Emmy, and I go, do you remember when you said I couldn't make stupid videos? And she's like, shut up. So anyway, that's what I do now. The fact of the matter is I had to learn the rules so I could break them. I had to learn how to do it. I had to learn the techniques because you can't make fun of something really good unless you know how to do it, right? Right. So here's some examples of things. An example of a parody I did at the very beginning. Brad Pitt did commercials a few years ago where he was talking about Chanel. Do you remember these really weird commercials? They were black and white. I made fun of them and all that stuff. Well, we did it before anybody else did just because I thought they were so weird. And he and I looked so much alike. I was like, it's a given. My glasses are really bad. So he says, so he's talking in the commercial like, fragrance, effervescence, elegance. These are the things. It's just weird words and stuff. It's like, oh, Chanel. It had nothing to do with it. So we made fun of that for the gas promo whenever we were doing the gas card giveaway. And the motto was, Channel 4 will give you gas. I can't believe they let me say that, but they did. So we did that. I do a show on the weekends called Two Movie Guys with Ryan Belgard. He's my best friend and a local, now a director. He just finished a movie here. I'll tell you about that in a second. But we did a thing called Two Movie Guys. We host the movies on the weekends. We do fake interviews with celebrities. We get the videos of their interviews and we cut ourselves into it and make it look like we're making them look silly. And then my brother and I started doing this last year on the Kavanaugh show. Look out, it's Lucas. I highlight a different event or something fun going on in the metro for you to do. And here's some clips of some of the stuff that we do. Thank you. Hi. Hi! I love your hair. Thank you. So fun. Are you a pretty low-key, introverted, quiet person? You're a social butterfly. You flap your wings. Yeah, I could just tell. What's your name?
Maddie, M-A-T-T-I.
What's your question?
I actually had a question about what I didn't get to ask the first session.
Yeah.
But after you graduate from college,
Yeah.
what is the steps to getting to the
Everybody kind of has a different route. If you want to do reporting, there's like you can intern, you can practice, pretty much getting you on tape.